Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I'm not going to be here today to walk you through this. This is just to help if you're really feeling confused on how to finish the Declaring Independence worksheet. So, the first thing you're going to do is point of view and purpose, where you try to identify exactly what the writer's purpose was in writing each of these grievances or issues in the Declaration of Independence. So, for each one, you're going to read the grievance and then identify if you believe that statement affected or was written for only the rich and powerful. If that's the case, you would write an O in this column here for only rich and powerful. If it seems to be something that will affect or is written for all of the colonists, write an A in the column that's provided for all the colonists. If you're not sure, put a question mark. That will help you identify who exactly the Declaration of Independence seems to be written for. Then the next one, critiquing the reasoning of others, here's where you're going to try to evaluate the legitimacy of the writer's arguments. So all of these statements that they're upset about, how legitimate are they? For each one, you're going to rate its legitimacy on a scale of 1 to 10. So a 1 would be it's really not legitimate or serious at all. The colonists really don't have a right to be upset about this issue. Then you would put a 1 or a 2, something like that in this column. If it's a really big deal, the colonists absolutely had every right to be upset about it, then you might write an 8 or a 9 or a 10, something like that. Again, you're not putting these in order of importance. There are 10 statements here. You're rating each one individually on a scale of 1 to 10. That will help you identify how legitimate the frustrations of the Declaration of Independence really are. Once you're done with that, you're going to come to this last page and try to answer the question, do the ends justify the means for the signers of the Declaration of Independence? So what you're going to need to do is first look back at your answers about who the grievances were actually written for, that's point of view and purpose, and answer these two questions. Who does the Declaration seem to actually be written for? Then you'll look back at your ratings of the grievances under critiquing the reasoning of others, calculate your average rating, so add up all of the numbers that you wrote in that column there, divide them by 10, and give yourself an average rating. That will help you answer this second question, how legitimate do you think the grievances are? So if you only had an average rating of 3.7, then you might say, they're not really that legitimate. Then finally, all of that will help you to answer this final reflection question. Think about the ends and means for the signers of the Declaration. What were they hoping to accomplish? That's their ends. And what were the means they needed to accomplish that? Think about what they were risking. What were they putting on the line by signing that piece of paper? And then answer the final reflection question. Do the ends justify the means for the signers of the Declaration of Independence? Who was it written for? What did it say? How legitimate are the claims? And what were the men who signed that document risking by signing it? If you're really stuck still, just hold on to this. You can turn it in, or you can wait for me to come back tomorrow and I can help you with it again. Thanks. See ya.